You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I am telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Make a list.
With Christmas just around the corner, Santa is everywhere. He's on TV, he's in parades, and he's at the mall. Len Legier is 66. He's a grandfather, an artist, and a mall Santa. This is his first year being Santa. He applied at first to humor his friends who suggested it would be a good idea, and he was excited when he found out he had been hired. 3 weeks in, he says it's the best job he's ever had.
People think I'm Santa Claus, so I became Santa Claus just that way for the mall. I applied and got the job, and I'm having a ball at it. It's great.
Sitting across from me, Len is the spitting image of Santa. He has a long, pale gray beard and the hair to match. His glasses are oval-shaped and wire-rimmed, and his ski jacket is bright red. It wouldn't have surprised me if he admitted to being the real Santa.
Yeah, the questions they ask, are you the real Santa Claus, and this, and I skirt around and by saying, well, what do you think? What does Santa Claus look like? So, well, he looks like you. Well, that's close enough then. You should be happy with that. And I move on to what would you like to have for Christmas? And, try to cut the conversation.
Malls are hectic and overwhelming, especially at Christmas. But Len makes sure he gives the kids his undivided attention and doesn't even keep count of how many kids he sees.
I had to think how many I would go through, but I give them all my attention. I don't look over to see if there's more. They're all waiting. They've been waiting there for a while, but that's fine. But the one who's in there has also waited for a while, so I try to give them all my attention. I don't look over my shoulder, over their shoulder to see what the lineup's like. I just take care of them. They get my undivided attention, and I say to them goodbye. Some of them, they'll want to give me a hug, so I give them a hug. And sometimes I'll ask them for a hug, and they give me a hug. And then they're on their merry way. And the worst thing, I think sometimes the worst thing is the waiting. The lineups aren't there anymore when it's busy and it stops. And you kind of walk around, you look, there's nobody coming. So that's basically it. There's no, that's probably the worst thing about it. But I was there at the mall last Saturday from 10 to 3. And it was a steady stream. There was no break. 5 hours of me didn't get off the chair. And I was my glory right there. That was great. I had a good time. Oh, their eyes are just, they look at you like, and they're all bug-eyed, like, oh my God, what? And you ask them what they want for Christmas, and they say, I can't remember, I forgot. And there's all of that. I can't remember. But some of them won't even approach Santa. They run like hell to get there. But as soon as they get within 10 feet, oh my God, it's close. I'm there. I can't go. And they turn around, they run away.
I was surprised when Len told me the worst thing was the waiting. I expected horror stories of whiny or selfish kids, but he said most of them only ask for one or two things. Of course, he has had some harder requests, from the greedy to the heartbreaking.
One little girl had stuff all cut off from the catalog, and it was pasted on a piece of paper. She said, make sure you look at both sides, and both sides were full right up to the top. There was no space left between spaces. It was all there. One girl yesterday asked to get her dog back, and I said, well, where's your dog? She said, well, he passed away last year. I said, there's only so much that Santa can do. And if you don't want a new pet, I guess the old pet is gone. So really, what can you do? You just sympathize with them, and you put on a sad face. And it is sad, too. So, but, what do? Santa can't bring him back.
The magic of Christmas is so important to so many, and Len gets to personally make it magic for kids in Fredericton. It's not just his beard that makes him a great Santa. It's his love for children, his friendly disposition, and his dedication to his job. The real Santa Claus might have the best job in the world, bringing happiness and magic and wonder to kids across the world. But as far as Len is concerned, he has the best job.
Best thing about being Santa is looking at the kids' eyes when they look at you. They look like they're all amazed. They're excited. They're inquisitive. They ask questions. They're right there. I think it's the best job I ever had. I'm having a ball. Really, it's good.
Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho.
For Stew Journalism, I'm Taylor Hoyt.